You want the love, you want the quality time, you want the dates, you want to be held, you want to feel loved by them.
Yes.
But at the same time, you enter these situations telling them, "Oh no, ain't that."
But do you see how that's confusing? Do you see how that's confusing? Do you see how that's confusing?
I don't get why I can't give the girlfriend experience without the girlfriend title.
No. Because we
live in the real world. That's why. They live in the real world.
I'm sorry, do I sound like a fuckboy right now?
Yes. Hello. Hi guys, and welcome to episode 193 of the Tutus podcast. I am Nana.
Naro.
And together we are Tutus. We've got a special guest in the building. Welcome.
Yes, we do. Her name is Talia A. Full stop, darling.
Sorry.
Don't forget the full stop.
Is everything alright? No, it really stresses me out when people forget.
I heard.
Yeah. Did you forget it?
Yeah, I did.
Do you
notice?
The original flyer didn't have it. I said, no, you need to put it because she needs that full stop there.
Yeah.
Full stop.
We need the full stop there.
Yeah,
I there's someone else that puts Talia full stop A full stop darling.
No.
Every time I
Have you
see
told them
it-
that that's not?
No, I need to actually. I'm going to.
Your makeup looks nice.
Thank
You're very
you.
pretty today.
Yeah.
I like the nails.
Yeah.
Like this outfit.
Stop it.
The Michael Jackson socks that they can't see.
No, okay, good. All, I don't know why I do this to myself all the time. All black outfit and white socks.
I mean,
like,
I think it's a vibe.
it can be a vibe, but it's not what I was going for.
Right.
Do you know what? Because of the way you accessorize, it looks like that's what you were going for.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
okay.
fashions. It's given
Okay,
fashions.
I feel-
But how are you doing, babes?
Girls, how am I doing? Are you really asking me how I'm doing?
Yes.
No, but I did like
The truth.
Yeah,
the
the
actual
truth.
truth.
The real.
Don't just say I'm
the
fine.
real. I feel like the world is moving really fast around me, and everyone can see the world moving fast around me, but I'm just like watching it move fast. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but there's just a lot of things that like I did last year that are now coming to light, and all the work that I had already done is like the TV show is now on air, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, da, da, da. But I also did that 365 days ago.
Yeah.
The people that don't know about the TV show, tell
Yes.
us about the TV show.
Okay.
Double the money.
Double the money. Yeah, so it's a TV show on Channel 4. The host is, oh my gosh, why can't I remember her? Sue. I'm just going to say Sue.
Oh, the lesbian.
Yeah. Not the lesbian.
No, you have just reduced her
she
to
is.
sexuality.
But she
But you know
is.
talking about the white lesbian on TV.
She
There's
does.
a lot of white lesbians.
She's our version of Ellen.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Everything but her name. Okay. Sue.
Sue.
Sue sounds like such a dinner lady name, but anyway, yeah.
Is.
Dinner ladies are called Sue.
Yeah. Yes, she hosts. She hosts British Bake Off.
Yeah.
And it's a concept basically where they give you money and you literally have to double it. Now everyone thinks that I was the plug. My mum got casted and she brought me in on this.
How'd you not get cast on these? I didn't know that.
Listen, do you know what? My mum does these like trailers, like pilot game shows. Like it's like she does all like she's been on Pointless before.
I
Like,
didn't know that was a thing.
yeah, she does.
So she applies for this.
No, they come to her. I think she might have applied maybe once and then thereafter, but she does pilot game shows, and so
So random.
even I forgot. So yeah, she's done quite a few for like mainly BBC and ITV. And so I'm assuming that she just got casted like that. But she also did get casted via Instagram. Yeah.
Your mum's on Instagram.
Yeah.
Your mum's on Instagram.
Yeah.
Do you know about Instagram stories? You didn't tell me none about it.
Oh,
That's a whole other story.
a
We'll get
whole
there
other
later,
story.
maybe.
But yeah, so they reached out to her and they was like, okay, cool, there's this concept. And there's a whole audition process that we had to go through, like rounds and things like that. and like Zoom calls. And then she was like, okay, cool, I'll do it with my daughter. And then they had to vet me. They was like, okay, she's cool.
Yeah, I mean, you are.
So you two can be a pair. And the audition process is like, I want to say 3 months. And then I can't remember. Finally, we got the call one day, and they was like, "Yeah, we want you on the show."
Amazing.
But it was a lot of prep, a lot of like we had to have psych evaluations because there's a money attached to it. The guy was asking like, I started talking about my dad. He's like, "Oh, you don't have a relationship with your dad." He's like, "So if you used to win a lot of money and your dad happened to message you." What would your response be?
Why are they asking me this?
And they're talking about things that you don't want to come out on the TV show, just don't say it.
Yeah.
Is there anything that could come up? They're like, tell us everything. Is there anything that could come up that we don't know about yet?
This is like having a lawyer. Like, you have a case against you, your lawyer's like, tell me everything I need to know.
So we start thinking, like, racking our brains, and was like, I mean, we got a cousin that's a bit bad. Like,
Yeah. You know what's funny, because obviously I also got casted for a TV show last year, but in the end I dropped out. I'm not going to say which one it is in case I want to do it again. But
you've definitely said it before, though.
Have I on this
Yeah.
podcast? Well, that's
I'm
it.
done. Traitors.
So the psych evaluation, they said the same thing. They were like, is there anything you want not to come out? And I was like, that I cheated on my ex.
I don't think you have to tell them
They
that.
was like,
You know what I mean?
Do you know why? Because basically...
No,
in
the Daily
audition
Mail will come
process-
for you, you know.
Yeah.
The Daily Mail.
The Daily
And the
Mail.
way she was
Daily
moving,
Mail.
doing fucking campaigns, talking about heartbreak. I mean, come on, yeah. But the barbers knew about it. The barbers are the ones who told me about that campaign. But anyway...
The barbers.
I went to the barbers and she was like, "Oh, you're so." She was like, "Did you cheat on your ex?" Because I saw her doing a campaign talking about heartbreak and what's gonna come to light will come to light. That's how I knew that she did a campaign or something talking about something.
Insert
And
crickets.
the barber told me about it. Anyway, whatever.
Crazy.
Anyway, whatever. So I was like that. I was like, and I think I also said, what did I want to come out again? It was just some dumb shit that I didn't want to come out. But and I also didn't want to speak about my child. So they were like, because the producers are going to push you to talk about these things.
Exactly.
Oh, so they're on your side. So they're
No.
Right.
The people that do the evaluation, they're on your side, and I was really open with him. I was just like, there was just certain things that I didn't necessarily like. One of the things was I didn't want to speak about being queer.
Oh, why is that?
Because I didn't want it to take away from anything. I didn't want to be the token. I didn't know who the other people were. And
Do you know what is? I think it's good because obviously I watched the show and nobody came with like, this is my identity.
do you know what I mean?
Like, it wasn't necessary.
Because even though there was one point where I should just make sure which episodes are out. Yeah. So there was one point where one of the pairs are doing something at Pride, some sort of like Warrington Pride or something like that. A random pride. And then there's just like a bit where I think it's the 3rd episode, and we're doing a plus size event on the 3rd one, and then obviously Sue's a lesbian as well, so she starts talking about like identity and things like that, and I just didn't want to.
The producers got her to do that.
100%. I just didn't want to go down that road. And it's still a little bit of a sore subject between me and my mother.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so I was like, I don't want them to try to draw my mum out. That's the main thing. I was like, they're not drawing my mum out because we'll
On TV,
fight. We're not doing that. So you know what? Let's just not say. Also, what in that context? What have I got to say?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Just to raise money, double the money.
It doesn't fit.
Exactly,
It
it
doesn't fit the
don't
concept.
fit.
Plus size event. What's that? That's lesbian.
It doesn't.
Or bisexual, queer.
Or pansexual, whatever you are.
Wow.
Well, you know.
Wow, it's like, obviously it's a year since we did our first
Do you know
recording.
it's been a year last week since you wasn't up?
Is
I
it?
said to you
Yeah.
last week, innit? It was a year last week.
been a year?
That Talia came
Time
on.
has
and
That
we
row
drew
was
her out.
no. Nana wasn't. You was.
We were drawing you out.
No.
What was it?
Don't add me into
Nah,
that.
that was you, bro.
I
Yeah,
wasn't
you-
involved in that. I didn't know her well enough to even draw her out.
Yeah.
But you're bright.
Yeah.
You didn't know her well enough either.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, we were besties then.
But now,
Yeah.
you were drawing me out. Are you single? Are you single?
know?
Asking to get you. Oh, whoa.
I think the people would know. I feel
I
like
feel triggered.
I feel like people fancy you.
I was just gonna say that. I mean, the women fancy you. So I think they want to know, like, are you single?
And the men too.
Oh my god, and the men as well.
fancy
Yeah. That's very true.
I remember last time saying that I was single and that I was going to Miami and I was doing celibacy.
How's that going?
You went to Miami after we recorded this
Yeah.
last time. Oh shit.
I went to Sweet Heat.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm definitely single. I don't know why I'm stuttering. I'm single. Right now, I'm just enjoying.
Okay. Because we actually know everything.
We know about the enjoyment. We know about the enjoyment.
Listen, I don't think there's nothing that Nana and Ro don't know.
Yeah, because we don't. I'm just trying to look at you. How you answer this?
There's nothing that Nana and Ro don't know. I'm just enjoying myself at the moment.
Yeah.
The idea of a relationship scares me. I would say I'm at the end of a healing journey. Definitely. I say all of that and I'm stuttering.
Confidence.
But I would like maybe to be held sometime.
Oh my days. You know, I want to be held, but I don't want a relationship. You know that's a contradiction, right?
I think two can coexist.
I don't believe in that.
Because you know Nana doesn't like to send them. Remember, she sends them home afterwards.
Oh,
Don't say that. I don't send them home. I want them to go home, but I don't necessarily send them
she
home.
wants them to
And
go.
that's why I'm not dating,
She's
because
not trying
I
to
don't
hold
want to
people.
have to send people home. Because people don't have to leave.
See, that I never like to overstay my welcome. If I felt a
good.
bit... Okay. Great. Never like to overstay my welcome, but also sometimes a cheeky arm caress.
Don't touch
It's
me.
complicated though. To be fair.
Yeah, but this is my problem. You can't.
Find the right person. I'm convinced.
Bro,
I can find the right person, people, whatever,
in denial.
that
Will
will.
that person people mean that you're non-monogamous?
Right.
Dating. Well, she's single. She's dating.
Yeah. I'm dating non-monogamous. Yeah, definitely. But I can never know monogamy is one person.
Yeah.
I think if I was to get into a relationship, it would have to be monogamous.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't think I'm ready for one.
Because right now your eyes are looking everywhere.
Yeah. I've got wandering
do you
eyes.
believe that just changes after a certain, like, one day you just wake up and you
if you meet the person, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, and then you get along with them, you're like, okay.
But it depends
No,
on
because I've got monogamous tendencies in my heart.
It depends on if you meet that person. Do you know what I mean?
The thing is, I feel that I meet that person all the time. As in, like, that's the type of person I fall in love.
Oh, you got a lot to give in it. Sound like a nigga right now.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You do. One thing about you.
Okay, you tell me.
I would say is that when you meet people, if they're cool, obviously if they're like some shit, like it's like okay, cool, whatever. But if they're cool, you get along with them, you are gonna fall in love in about 3 to 5 working days. But the thing is, you want all the things, but you don't want attachment to the person.
Sounds
You don't
like
want the
a
label,
relationship to
but
me.
you want all the things. You want the love. You want the quality time. You want the dates. You want to be held. You want to feel loved by them.
Yes.
That's
But
a
at the same time,
relationship.
you enter these situations telling them, "Oh no, ain't that?"
Do you see, but do you see how that's confusing? Do you see how that's confusing? Do you see how that's
I
confusing?
don't get why I can't give the girlfriend experience without the girlfriend title.
No. Because we
live in the real world. That's why. They live in the real world.
I'm sorry, do I sound like a fuckboy right now?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Yes, you do. I'm sorry to break it
And
to
that's
you.
fine. That's fine.
That's not
but
what
at the
I
same time,
want.
But it's good you tell them it ain't that, because then you're not selling dreams at least. But
Yeah, it's good to be
then
honest.
your actions and what you want from the situation
It's not matching.
is not matching.
So how should I be then?
I think you should. I think that you're ready to be in a relationship. You keep saying you're not.
Yeah.
But I think you're ready to.
If you
like,
want
be in a
all these
relationship.
things, oh yes, you're ready to be in a relationship.
You keep on saying, "Oh no." But no,
Because what is the
no?
no? What is that? What is that? What is holding you back?
I don't want to get hurt again.
And there it is. Thank you. There it is.
I don't-
It didn't take a rocket scientist
But
because
do you
I
know
knew
what?
that.
From obviously when you came on the podcast last time to now. Obviously, last time I would say you
I've
were still
definitely
healing.
grown though so much
you
since
definitely
then.
grown a lot.
Yeah.
And I feel like you've only recently realised that certain people punching with you, respectfully, I feel like you've only just realised the kind of calibre that you should be dating. And I think you've only kind of realised what you deserve to receive.
But you know what? I do want to say, though, that hearing, like, certain things, sometimes you lots know this version of me. It's not that I was kung before, but in terms of my self-esteem,
Okay, yeah, I hear what you mean.
my mental state and things like that. Because I think I've said before that it took me a long time to be like, someone's going to love me. I was convinced I was never going to have sex. I was never going to find love. No one would blink at me. And so and then I started slowly dipping my toes into certain things, and certain things happened. And then even the personality that I have now, the lover girl and things like that, that mixed with low self-esteem and things like that, ain't gonna...
Yeah, no, it's true. You're absolutely right.
Where would you say, because last time we came on the podcast, we were actually kind of talking about plus size, being plus size and dating as well. And we just didn't get into that, did we? It was a really good episode, actually.
Yeah.
Someone commented the other day. Yeah. And so would you say the self-esteem is linked to that?
Oh, 100%. Because there are sometimes I even have to get out of my own head. And like, anytime I'm chatting to someone, dating someone, I always have to slip in somewhere. Like, oh, you've been with a big girl before? Or...
Just to check, like...
Yeah, just to check that I'm not the first or the fetish.
Yeah, you don't want to be the first, yeah.
Or like, I just have to get it in there somewhere.
Yeah.
And when they say no, and then this is when the insecurity still is there. And I'm like, I'm shocked. So I was like, so you haven't? Okay, that's cool. But it's not giving fetish. It's giving you genuinely just likes me.
Yeah.
And then I'm just a bit shocked. I'm just like, oh, me. But I'm telling you, I've just been brainwashed. Like, and that is even someone that's come so far in my body journey and things like that. Even sometimes there are times where I'm just like, I go back to that girl.
Then sometimes you still see yourself as that girl.
There was that time, remember last time I used to mention feeling like that, what was it again?
The duff.
The duff.
What's
The
the duff?
The designated ugly fat friend.
Do you remember she said this before? You
said it on the
remember?
podcast?
No,
you said
not
to
on the
us.
podcast.
Yeah.
But the designated ugly fat friend. So firstly, it's a film. And it doesn't necessarily, like, it basically says that all friendship groups or circles have a duff. It doesn't all mean that you're ugly. It doesn't mean that you're fat. But it's just the one person that other people will go through to get to either the most attractive ones, the smartest ones in the group, or things like that. And I've navigated life before thinking that I was a duff. So I've always been cool with people. I've always had friends and things like that. But I know, like, I'll go raving back in the day, and guys wouldn't chat to me. But the only reason why they would chat to me is to get to my friends. So you're the gatekeeper. So
how do you feel now in terms of that duff?
Do you still think you're the duff in the friendships?
No. I don't think I'm the duff. But I just think I stand out. Like, I'm just separate. Like, what's mine's mine is going to come to me. What's supposed to be for you is going to go to you, that sort of thing. I'm definitely in the last year believing in my source more.
How did you get to, like, because obviously losing weight is the physical thing, yeah, but mentally that's sort of like separated a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Because you can lose weight and still have certain thoughts that you had, like, when you were bigger.
Yeah.
How did you heal yourself from that?
How did I heal myself? I feel like because it's the mindset, it definitely has to be, it sounds so cliche, but like words of affirmation. I had to talk to myself nice.
Yeah.
I had to talk to myself nice. There's no point looking at yourself and just being like prodding and poking. Positivity words, but also just in terms of like clothing. I was talking to my friend about this the other day. Like, sometimes we can get stuck in a size and you're like, I either must be that size in terms of like women's clothing. But once you start dressing, and I think I started to like fashion even more. Once you start dressing, just and being comfortable. It doesn't matter what the size is. Like, okay, so recently I bought a denim skirt. Now, say I bought it in a size 22. I know denim don't stretch, right? So I have to go up 2-3 sizes for it to fit. So back in the day, I would wear the tight one and I won't feel comfortable. I'm all like sitting here, hands across my belly. No, Talia, go 2 sizes up and guess what? That denim skirt, bad boy. That's a bad boy piece of clothes. It fits.
And you
I don't
feel
care.
good in it.
Listen, I don't mind what the size is as long as it looks good on my skin. Even it's interesting that I'm wearing all black today because I'm going somewhere, but I'm wearing colour now. Lots of you lots think I know you lots think I'm vibrant in my colour.
Very vibrant.
In my colour.
Quick for me.
I'm very vibrant. Like I can't be just wearing black because slimming. I wear black now because it's a fit and that's what I'm gonna put. But it's just little things like that and these stereotypes that we have that I should wear shapewear all the time. My titties should be up in my chin. If I'm gonna do that, it's because I want to do that. That's the look for today. But so it's just little things like that.
There's also the confidence as well. Like I think like people are attracted to confidence. You know, like because you're a pretty girl, very pretty girl. But like, no,
One thing we were saying,
Talia's face card doesn't decline
every time.
Listen, we have these conversations when you're not there.
Exactly. When
you're
not
not
there,
in the
like,
room, we have
I'm
these
gassed.
conversations.
I'm gassed.
Trust me, it don't decline. So it's also about the confidence. Because you could be the buffest thing in the world, but like if you lack that confidence, people are going to pick up on it. They're going to pick up on that energy. And so
100%.
like it kind of puts you down a little bit. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, the confidence has to match the face.
No, 100%. And also, you know what? I'm not too sure, but like just accepting what people are saying as well. And just be like, when someone says, oh, that if we talk about DJ, oh, that mix was really good, or you're really pretty, just accepting things like that, because sometimes you can really reject it and just push things
But
away.
It's hard
and
to take compliments sometimes, though.
it is. No, it's very hard to take compliments, but there's a way to receive it, stay humble, but not reject it, and still. There's just a certain way to just for it to like enter your heart. That sounds really moist, but yeah.
No. That's true. You just said that you're a DJ,
Yeah.
Tell us about your DJing in the last month or so. We had an amazing event.
That was a segue.
You had an amazing event quite recently. Do you want to tell us a little bit?
Yeah. Badgalriri called and I answered.
Yes.
Who was that again? Badgalriri.
Okay.
Rihanna.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. That was insane. So DJ'd for the Rihanna, the Puma and Fenty, Creeper launch. Which was, it feels like so long ago though, but
it wasn't that long ago, was it?
It was probably like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It does feel like a while.
It feels like a while ago. And yeah,
So what was that like when they
insane.
called, like, when they said, I want you to DJ for this?
I got a call. No, I didn't get a call. I got email. I got email from Puma. Just a brand deal, you know. I was like, okay, cool, lovely. Because even, it's crazy because at the time, I was like, the gigs feel dry. Like, there was no gigs, not ones that I was being booked for anyway. And I got an email from Puma. They was like, we really like you. We've had our eye on you for a minute. What's your fee? Now, I just told them my fee. And I got a call after, once I gave them my number, and the person on the phone was like, do better, basically. Do better.
Yeah.
Right.
I love people
Listen.
like that.
Yeah, because
Listen.
they got your back, like.
MVP,
And they don't need
do better.
Yeah.
And so I did better.
Yeah.
Sent forward a new fee. And then I was told that Rihanna had hand selected me then I was told it was for the Puma and Fenty launch, and then I was told Rihanna had selected me, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, I'm sitting on this piece of information, this bad boy's piece of information, and I'm not really telling anyone. I remember I messaged Euro and I was like, this is happening. I told a couple people because what I didn't want to happen was it flopped. And I'm talking the things on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then, because these gigs and things like that, they just cancel like that.
Yeah, they can take it away from you.
They've got money to just be like, oh, we're not doing it anymore. They'll lose all their deposits.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not telling people. So, but
Was there embargo on it as well, though?
No,
wasn't?
there
Oh, okay.
wasn't.
That's surprising.
There wasn't. But it was all very hush hush. I did not know the location till the day before. I had to message. So I saw someone that was going, that was invited. I was like, sis, where is it?
Yeah.
And then I had to, I had to be there for like, because my set time was at 8 o'clock. So I'd had to be there for a sound check, was at 4. At 1 o'clock, I knew a car was picking me up, but I didn't know what time the car was picking me up. Like everything was just hush hush and I got there and it was just an incredible sort of setup. You could see people were building things. Then we had like riders, my name was on it, all of that. Lots of drink. Roa and Nana came with me. But I was definitely imposter syndrome, so still.
It's hard, yeah. It's hard.
Still.
From that day, I understand why you would have imposter syndrome, but like, you were there. You started off, and you had the other girl, and you had the other two DJs. I thought the other two DJs obviously had some rapport with each other, because the one that went after you was still on stage with her throughout the whole entire set, and so they must have some rapport, and that carried them through the event.
No, 100%. I definitely. Because at the time I didn't know that I could bring people.
They brought entourages.
Yeah, they had they had a crew. They had the MC. They had the saxophone player. Yeah, bad boy crew. But I didn't realize. Basically, there's something that I used to do, and sometimes it creeps in. Is like I try to make myself small so it doesn't get taken away from me. So. I didn't want to be like, can I have a guest list of 10? And she's like, actually, no, we don't need you anymore. So I said, can I have one videographer, please?
Yeah.
Please, sir.
Yeah.
And then even on the day when I was talking about guest list, the girl was like, yeah. I was like, oh, I really could have brought a whole team. Because I've got people that support me and love me. But it just made me, I think that I'm a worker, and yes, I am at work, but I'm also talent, and that is a mindset that I need to be having moving forward.
They want you, like they looked at you and said, "That is a star, and I want that person." Do you know what I mean? That's how. You
and do you know even how I got on the list for Rihanna to pick was someone from the Fenty team who doesn't live in this country. Her man was looking through Instagram and was like, oh, she's sick, and put me onto the list. And so even that, and that validation, because again, I walked in for sound check, I didn't know anyone. So I'm like, hi. And she's like, oh, you're Talia A, darling, great. Oh, my boyfriend said da-da-da. And I was like, wow, that's how you found me. And when I'm trying to keep my Instagram in order, trying to keep it relevant, trying to keep up to date, it made me know that it's worth it and it's working.
Yeah.
It's working because
remember the American guy that asked me if I was your manager.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah. What? And he was like, here's $100. He put it in my hand for Talia to play this tune, yeah. And I wasn't telling like, here's $100, like, and
play
here's
the
the
song.
tune. And then he's like, and then you're like, but it doesn't go with what you're playing. And it didn't. It didn't match. When we played it quickly, it didn't match with what it was. And obviously, I wanted to keep the $100.
Integrity, all of that. But you know what it is? I just didn't want, it was too on the fly. I was like, okay, he's giving me $100 to play this song. I haven't heard it before. Yeah. It's going to start, we got to get wires and cables.
Don't know the artist. What if some cancelled back where she's from?
Do you know what I mean?
I have no idea. I've never seen that man in my life.
I've never seen that man.
Who is that man?
Who is that man?
Oh, now.
Oh, listen.
All I know designer on.
And even then... But yeah, no, that gig was amazing. I enjoyed my set, actually playing, enjoyed my set. Lots of people came up to me, like DMs after, from DJs as well, being like, oh, no, that was sick, that was hard. So it was good to do that. The price did go up. Absolutely. But with that price going up, I feel like people have now gone... We can't afford her.
But that's what, okay, from the other side, of people who do events, from the other side, we do see people do a certain type of event. We're like, oh, their price has gone up. We can't afford them now.
Like
We've got a budget.
Ems has been going viral lately. Yeah. And we've been booking Ems from when she first started Devo. From like 6 years ago, we've been booking them. 6, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And I think that when we said M's, we ultimately were like, oh, her price is gonna go up now.
Yeah.
So you don't know until you ask.
It's true.
And then a message, and then the manager was like, oh, you've been booking M's, you can have her at the original price. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and then
Even with Donnie.
even like Donnie as well. Donnie's price is up for us. But then it's like, you know, our family. Just like tell me what you can afford, and it's calm. Like, but you don't know till you try. So if you think that Talia is too expensive for you, just inquire.
Just
You know what I mean?
inquire.
Just inquire.
And be nice.
Just
Because you
inquire.
never
Do you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
never know. Because I've always said that I don't mind, not that I'm going to be doing free gigs, right?
absolutely not.
But if it's something that's important to me or I want to invest in, like I'm doing an event for a Windrush celebration that's happening in a couple of weeks' time, and it's a lower fee, but I was like, no.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do this.
that you're passionate
Do you know
about.
what I mean? This is community. However, if you're a brand, don't do that.
Brands, no, bring the money. Bring the money.
You know, don't do that.
Absolutely.
I must have told George how much I originally told the Fenty people, the Puma people. She laughed at me. She laughed.
Yeah.
She said, Talia, don't ever do that again. She said, call me.
Yeah.
She said,
used to
call.
it.
Yeah. She said,
But
she
sometimes you
laughed.
don't know, like you don't know how much art's for. You don't know if the money, the
Because
price.
sometimes the
you think
money's
it's too-
long and sometimes it's short, and you're like,
You just never know, and then you think, oh, if I ask for this amount, they're gonna say it's too much. Like, am I asking for too much? Is it like, am I actually worth this amount? That I'm asking for? Do you know what I mean? Like,
and
it's hard.
yeah, it's really hard, and because I don't have no management, I don't have team like that.
Listen, we're looking for management. We're all looking for management.
Everyone wants management.
Yeah, we're looking for management.
Listen, come on, man,
Come and manage us,
please.
all of us. Yes.
Because I'm tired of replying to these emails
It's long,
and
you know.
this one, and yeah.
I'm tired as well. I'm really tired.
So
I'm really tired.
Do you know
of
what?
the
I
comms.
think I missed an opportunity, guys. Yeah. So I got this opportunity, and from a brand for Pride Month.
Just come on.
And, yeah, they wanted me to create content. Yeah.
Oh, you told me about this, I think.
And I didn't know how much to charge them. So I've gone to our friend who is a manager. She's not our manager, but she's a manager for influencers. And because I'm now doing third person, because she was like, okay, I can speak to them for you on your behalf, but I'm going to take 20%. And she's like, I did this campaign with someone before, and that person got 10K.
Oh.
The exact same campaign.
Oh.
So I've sent her the campaign details, and she's like, oh, yeah. Like, the person I did before, they actually, because she doesn't remember how much content I had to make, but it was throughout.
Miss, I would
Pride
do a
Month.
lot of content for
10K. And the
10K.
thing is, I don't even have 10K followers. So,
Yeah.
do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, so anyway, I was doing the back and forth. And then I think we had our event. So I missed like 2-3 days of sending them back email. So when our event was done, I emailed them back here. They haven't emailed me back since.
Oh.
And the thing is, it's like, because I didn't know what my fee was supposed to be. From what they said to me and what this person told me to go up and say, there was a huge discrepancy in the price I was going to give. I was going to give the price in the hundreds.
Yeah, it's always.
And then she was like, no, absolutely
Yeah.
not. Yeah, she goes, even if you could do 5K, like do that, but for this exact same campaign 2 years ago.
Do you know what it is? It's
Yeah.
because I don't mind negotiation. I don't mind if I tell you 10K and then you drop me down to 3K, but I just find that if I tell you 10K, they're going to be like, okay, bye.
Yeah, that's what
That's
happens
what it
sometimes,
is,
though,
and
isn't it?
that's what I hate. That's what people do. They don't negotiate.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll tell you this price. Haggle me, like, come on.
Yeah. There could have been negotiation, but I think because she was saying ask for rights, ask for this. I don't ask for rights. I don't ask for these.
Oh no, you need usage and all that. Yeah.
I wasn't asking, so she was like, okay, go and ask them this, go and ask them that, and I've gone with that, and I think the more I was going back to ask, maybe the more they realised, okay, she's got somebody that's helping her.
Yeah.
Sometimes they want to get you for cheap as well.
Yeah, so
Especially if they know you don't have
You just
management.
don't know if people are being bad man or not.
Yeah, and even like remember at Christmas time when drinks company was like, oh,
I remember
how
that.
much?
And we went with our price.
We went with our price,
And
and
then
they
they-
didn't email us back, and then but we went to somebody else to go and ask, and the person was like, oh, if I help you, it's 20%. And then also, like, obviously, I got no shade because I know this is to the podcast, but like, and they called me into their management. I went all the way to Central London to their office.
Oh, I remember.
So all this stuff, and then all now I'm waiting for you guys to tell me when I'm onboarding. This was in like December. If
remember
you've changed your mind, just say you've changed your mind. Do you
We've
know
gone
what I
in a
mean?
different direction.
Like I left my house and came and used my money to cap on an Instacard to go to Central London. The least you could do is tell me that we don't want you no more. Do you know what I'm saying? So that communication is just.
Yeah.
I get it. You see people as like a an opportunity in the
make
moment
money.
to make money, and maybe, but those are people as well.
Yeah.
They're also people.
But
They're
also just communication,
just
though.
communicate. It would be nice.
Just tell
because
me.
it makes it awkward now. Like
It
when
does when I
I've
see-
seen that person out since, and I don't think I've been awkward, but I think they've been a bit awkward.
They are.
And they probably think, oh shit. Do you know what I'm saying?
But they could have just sent an email. All
They
it
could have
was
just
a
sent an email.
was a short email.
They could have just sent an email. Do you know what I mean? And now, if the rest of the team wants to work with us again or something else,
Talks.
do you know what I mean? It's just
It's a little bit bad
taste.
vibes now.
Yeah, this bad taste. So like, I don't know, but I feel like when you don't have management or you are a smaller,
It's hard.
you
it's
know,
tricky.
smaller fish in the big pond. You
Do
know
you
what I
know
mean?
what I
Because you
mean?
don't know
hard.
how things work. You don't know how
Not
things
at
work.
all.
Yeah.
Even I got a flipping billboard in South Africa. And
Wasn't it some random? Did you know about it?
no, my friend messaged her. She's like, "Is this your friend?" And my
Yeah.
friend messaged me and said, "T, is this you?"
Was it alcohol brand? It was an
Yeah,
alcohol brand.
alcohol brand. I did them pictures in like 2021, and it was the usage is for 6 months. Right.
Didn't
Go
it?
and get your money, please.
Listen.
Go and collect your money.
I'm calling my old agency who I'm no longer with, who I have bad feelings towards, and I'm like, what's going on there? And I asked my contract because they're signing contracts on my behalf because they had my signature.
So fraud.
Yeah, I feel like I could have signed that away, that they could do that
Okay, right.
at the time. I signed with them in 2020.
So that means when you leave, they're still signing for you.
No,
okay.
not still signed. No, now
But they could use your
Yeah, they could use it, yeah.
yeah.
of my signature, and so I'm like, can I have the contract? Because I've never seen a contract. So I'm reading the contract now, and I'm like, you've kind of put me in a shit deal here, which because they've got the pictures, the rights forever on socials.
So they can use it.
Yeah, but they don't have for out of office billboards and all that. They had it for 6 months from time the campaign started, but I don't know when the campaign started. So I'm trying to do up investigation, Sherlock Holmes here. I go onto Google Images and go onto Google Maps, put the pin in South Africa, and for some reason it tells you the date of when they took the picture of the road. So it was June last year. So I know it's been there for a year. And yeah, just been going back and forth. And the woman that was calling my phone, she was like, yeah, what would you like me to do for it?
She owes you money. They owe you money.
My pictures in South
me.
Africa without my permission, babe.
They owe you money. If it's
Advertising.
only for 6 months
And
usage,
it's
they owe you
crazy
money.
because even that's a worldwide campaign, South Africa. Do you know how much I got paid for that? 1,500.
This is where people will lowball you.
£1,500.
Yeah.
It's just me, myself, and I. And it's crazy because I think about the actual day of the shoot. My agency tried to kill me off because I'm very allergic to cats,
Oh,
and it was in a house. And I always tell, if we're shooting in a house, you need to find out if they have cats. I walked into there, my chest started. I said, "There's cats here."
yeah.
And everyone's like, nah.
Yeah, but even if they weren't cats there when you arrived there,
My chest is hurting.
Yeah.
And they're like, "There's cats here."
It's so bad, yeah, because
Crazy.
you can detect cats. Because remember at our party,
Yeah,
it was like
listen, I can detect cats. I'm like, that person's got cats.
so a cat rubbed. You know that before they left their house, there was a
Listen.
cat on them.
I can tell you
That's crazy.
if someone's got a cat. Because also, when my breathing starts to shallow, I know there is a cat. And anyway, yeah, ended up, and they was like, oh yeah, but they locked it upstairs. Like, that's not how it works. I told you, and then you want to, and also allergic to soya, and then putting soya in my long day. So he wanted to dead me off, pay me shit fee, and then put up a billboard in South Africa that nobody knows, and nobody knew about it. Nobody knows.
Yeah, they didn't even tell you about it. This is what I hate though. Like when you go to these campaigns or these shoots and stuff, it's like they don't care. They actually don't care about
you.
you.
Wonder, like, probably all of our images have been used somewhere. we don't even know.
100%. Because they was like, oh, she's not gonna know anyone in South Africa. Yeah, but I've got peoples.
Well, actually, my image has been used
For the
Someone-
domestic domestic
violence.
So, you know the Snapchat where they put like when they're telling like a story
Yeah.
and they're putting different images from other. They used her.
It happened again recently, you know.
DV.
Basically,
But
it
is your-
happened last year. It happened. Was it? It's happened not last year, the year before.
Is your images with a company?
Yeah, I was like, who
It's stock
owns the
images.
right?
It's stock images.
So your images are always stock images.
my images are stock images.
For how long?
though?
I have no idea.
No, who took these? What
Okay, so
contract was
basically,
this?
me and my ex.
Yeah.
We were actually Tajana and Chia. I think it might have been Chia actually. Chia hooked us up with this gig, yeah, and it was basically like what they were saying is that they're a company who do stock images, and they said that they've realized there's no stock images for black queer couples, especially two women, yeah. So it just, and the thing is, it just doesn't exist. They were like, it just doesn't exist. If you look for stock images, if you look for two black women, it just doesn't exist in a couple.
No, it doesn't.
So they were like, do you want to do it, basically, yeah? So we're like, okay, cool. They gave us what the fee is, whatever. Again, the fee wasn't worth what this is.
And how did they say they have it forever, basically?
Do you know what?
You can find out usage.
For the contract back. But because the other party that I did the shooting with,
they need to agree.
Wasn't messaging me back. I said, fuck it, I can't be bothered.
Oh, okay.
So because bare people were sending me this DV. So basically, it's an American couple. They were in a domestic violence situation and they killed a baby. And then when it talks about them killing the baby, me and my ex's pictures up. And we're up in each other's faces like.
Does that even make sense though? Because it's you only have that image of you two because there's no other images of lesbian couples. That's why they're using it for this.
It's just and the thing is, there was on the day when we did a shooting, there was different locations. We went to like 4 or 5 locations that day. But there's this one location we did in that gimmick that they keep using that particular image, yeah.
And it ends as well, crazy.
Bam. And there was another one this year as well. This one was on YouTube. So someone sent it to me like last month. Someone's just like, oh, they've used your picture. Guys, please. If you see this image of me and there's about domestic violence, I know. Didn't send it to me.
Do you know what?
So many people send it to me. And it's like, yo, like, what are you going to do about this? And so the company who did the images through contacted them. And they were just like, we're so sorry. Like, we looked through to see what the contract is saying. And they actually can't use your image for something like that.
So run me my money.
Yeah.
Yeah, because on the contracts and stuff, you can tick what you don't want it to be used for.
We didn't even get that. We just said,
no, it depends though, because sometimes it would, that's if like you're savvy to do that. Sometimes it would just be, here you go, this is where it's being used, digital, out of office, billboards, They didn't even say, they just said it's stock. So they said it can't be used for advertising and things like that. It's just stock. So you can use it for mood boards and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's just meant to be stock images, yeah. And it's mad because one of my friends was also, he was a producer or something like that. And he's putting together a deck.
And
he was like, oh, I saw you, the stock images. He was like, it's nice to see because I'd never seen black queer women in the stock images. So in that sense,
lovely.
But you know what? I now understand why that girl didn't want Loved by You to be used.
Yeah, because then now
she will be seeing it. She could be seen anywhere.
Yeah. Was that for stock?
Yeah. Well, it was stock video, like it was stock. Yeah. Basically.
Yeah, there's some things that I wouldn't say regret, but a lot of there's a couple shoots that I've done in the past that it just doesn't align with me now. Like they've all, like a lot of the time, especially when I was bigger, when I did modelling, everything they would send me for was like minimal clothing, and let's look at the body in different forms, woman's form, all of that. So just bare pictures of me in bikinis, and there's one that comes up on Insta stories, Insta in my Insta stories. You know the adverts all the time, and I'm just like,
I haven't seen that one.
It's probably because I'm the demographic for it. That's why. But
there is that one you did and you didn't want to share it. Do you want
the Adidas one?
Oh no, not that Adidas one.
Oh, that was fine. She was exaggerating. There was another one.
No, I look like a bit. Sorry. Did you not start this off by my face club not declining? This one, they keeps declining.
No. They did you a little bit dirty. I'm not gonna lie. They did you a little bit dirty. They did you a little bit dirty. I don't know what happened.
So I will say before I show the picture, I'll be like, oh, they did me dirty. And everyone's like, naughty, you can't really, I'm photogenic. And then they see the picture, they're like, whoa.
It's not the best picture.
No,
it's not. No, but that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
so I basically, again, have I ever spoken about this? Did I speak about my weight loss surgery last time? No. Okay, so exclusive. This is exclusive. I've never spoken about this on record. So I had weight loss surgery, I want to say 3, maybe 4 years ago now. And I lost quite a bit of weight. And I only realise it when I see pictures from back in the day. Or when I'm doing like clothes sizing. And so these particular images, it was a whole project about basically, I can't remember what the project was about, but I had the top half of me casted. So she's an amazing artist, and a couple of my friends as well were in it, and they took casts of us, of my chest or my boobs. And then when the cast was ready and painted, so even I've got a tattoo here, they paint it on it, the stretch marks is very intricate, then put it on me and then took pictures of me in a setting, like this, my one was in a home. And so I've got a cast of me and my boobs out. Now I had those pictures taken, when I tell you, maybe a couple months after my surgery. And I remember because I had my scars, had staples in them still. And we had to cover them up for the cast to then go on top of it. So now this project comes out 3 years later, and I do not identify with this body anymore. I don't identify with this body anymore. I've got a thing about my boobs anyway. But I've signed everything. Wait, everything's full circle. Now I've signed things to say that you can do this, and they're using it. And throughout the women that were part of the project were amazing. They were checking in, but I sort of resorted into myself. So the exhibition came up and it started going around Instagram, and I didn't share it.
Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah, I didn't share it. I didn't post it because I was like, I don't identify with this body anymore. It's of me sort of semi-naked. It just felt strange to me. And I wouldn't say like body dysmorphia, but I've never understood it's never been my thing to say I don't identify with this body, I don't understand it, but it was the first time I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, it's me, but it's not me. So yeah, I don't even know how we started this conversation, but
I was just talking about images that we don't like.
Yeah. So those are images that I was just like, oh gosh. And I was just, I don't know, I was in a different space, because the body positivity stuff, like, that's never going to leave me. But that's not what my Instagram is necessary for anymore. I think me doing the DJ and just being is the sort of body positive stuff. But I used to be creating content back in the day.
How do you feel about big women complaining about that? Because I've seen that online. Like, they're like, oh, when women like lose weight, like things change and stuff like that. Like,
the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, me and Talia.
Yeah, no, it's I get it in a sense of there are some people and some creators that have benefited off the body positivity community, made their money, then had weight loss surgery and
Fuck y'all.
Yeah, middle fingers, fatties. But that's not what I did. I'm still big. I still got belly. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's why you have to, it's case by case. Personally, it's about what made me feel comfortable and confident. And it went from a weird point because I actually felt more confident at one time in my bigger self, because that's how I navigated the world. For, when did I get it? Maybe 25, when I was 25. So 25 years I'd been big and things like that. That's how I'd known, that's how people knew me. And then all of a sudden, like, society I lost maybe like, I think I lost 4 or 5 stones. The treatment is different. Nobody can't tell me that we just don't live in like just a fat phobic society.
We do. But I think that it's slimmer people's responsibilities to change their behaviour towards fat people or bigger people. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's your responsibility, you know.
Do you know? Yeah, like, all I can do is tell you about my journey and things that helps me, but the treatment, and even like, you can still see I'm big, but I wouldn't say, what's that word that you use? Not passable, but like,
also because of the confidence that you exude now is different.
No, definitely.
And the way you carry yourself is probably different. So even that, you will be treated differently. All of that all combined together. Because I read a tweet the other day, and the person was basically saying that how no one can tell me. I think basically she used to be big. No, she used to be slim, and then she put on weight, and then she was big, and then she lost weight again, and then she's like, she's been treated differently in society from before she was big to becoming big to now losing weight again, and even though she's lost weight, she's still treated differently to when she was slimmer before, because it's been a journey, and she goes, but she's been treated the worst when she was at her biggest, but she's actually less confident in her body now than when she was bigger. So it was so interesting, and I was reading everyone's like stories, everyone's comments underneath and stuff like that, and a lot of them was just like, no, like the world treats bigger women really bad.
Yeah, no,
It's disgusting. And also, it's crazy, they treat bigger women bad. You said women, men don't get the same treatment.
No, women.
It's
men
like
don't get the same.
ignored. Like they get ignored. They don't get treated badly.
Yeah, they either get ignored or it's like they're
the funny guy.
Yeah, it's like it's just a bit more. Except no one picks on them necessarily.
No one really tells them to go and lose weight, like the way that I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but not the way that they're telling women to go and lose weight.
Yeah, but also that's just about like desirability, the male gaze and all of that, and it's just like
because women don't go around saying they like dead boards, they like bigger men. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a thing. Like they don't like the abs and all this business, but the men are not. They're saying they like big women in secret.
Yeah,
in secret, or is a fetish.
On my burner account.
Yeah, they love.
See, and that's what it is, and that's why I always go when I go into a thing. I'm just like, yeah. So,
is it a fetish?
Is it a fetish? Are you gonna love me, like me out loud, or are we gonna have to be? Or are we just gonna have to be like blinking and nodding and all that across the room, and then but we know what's going later on. Do you know what I mean?
See you in the toilet later.
Do you know what I mean?
See you in the toilet later.
No.
Everyone's you know.
No. No, I'm saying no.
Oh, I didn't believe you.
No.
I believe you.
Right, thank you. Believe me. But yeah, so that's why I always just find dating as like a big girl plus size just really interesting. I just have so many questions, but I'm always just surprised by people's response now. They're like, yeah, shut up. Sort of like, it's not a big deal. But then there will be... one time, I was even going to meet you, and some guy tried to draw me outside of Box Park, and I just kind of ignored him. What do you call it? He was a fat bitch.
That's not necessary.
I was
Men are
like,
terrible, you know.
Sorry, you were really trying to get in my knickers. Yeah. But because I've ignored you, and not even in a rude way, just pretended not to hear you, and now I'm a fat bitch. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Jarring.
I want us to get into, like, do you know, okay, if I'm going on the TV, we've been really rolling off there.
No, we literally...
Yeah.
But going on TV... And just think about this opportunities in general. When you feel like, okay, this is going to catapult me into the next stage of my career. Like, because even me with Swipe or Sign last year, I was expecting...
the bags to be coming, the shows to be coming.
Yeah, I was expecting a lot from that. And I feel like everyone around you, because you've been on TV, because you've got certain networks attached to your name now and things like that, they feel like, this person's you're up now. What would you say to those people?
I'm a broke ass bitch.
Your girl still got debts to pay off. It's not what it seems. No, I just feel like, because you could definitely see that people try to like still show that they're relevant in your life. And that you get like a weird text message or a call, and it's like, oh no, we've not spoken in like 5 years. Like, I don't even know why you still have my number. I definitely expected the TV show to do something.
Yeah.
But it's still running. Like, I feel like if you haven't watched it by now, we do get eliminated the third round. And we was glad that it was in 3 episodes out of the 6. So we made it halfway. But yeah, it's just... That's not how showbiz works. At the end of the day, that's what the entertainment, music industry, that's not how it works. Just because I might have a certain amount of followers doesn't mean that I have that in my bank account.
Yeah.
One thing I've realised, is the people that they use to make the music, to make the shows, the talents, the talent is usually you
Bottom
are
of
the
the
bottom
barrel.
of the chain.
Barrel, yeah.
You make
bottom
the
of
least
barrel.
money.
Yeah.
You make the least money, even though you're there.
But you get free stuff.
Yeah, you get free stuff,
Whoop-de-doo.
but you are there
Whoop-de-doo.
to make somebody else's dream come alive. So the person who created the show, you are there to make that person's dreams a reality, even though they're not on it. You are just part of that person's vision. Swipe your sign. I was, again, somebody else's vision. And I was brought on as talent.
Yeah.
We end up being the face for these things, but we're not the ones who are making decisions. We're not the ones who are signing the checks. We're not the ones who even ask them for the price all the time. They tell you this is what you're gonna get. This is what you get. And that means we now get proximity. We are face of something, and we get proximity to the BBC name or whatever Channel 4, the ITVs, all these things. Yeah, you get your name gets attached to that. So that's why we do it, because it feels like okay, it's going to give us some sort of like status or some sort of like...
up.
And you know what? Someone has seen it and been like, and you might not get the job now. It might be in 2 years' time. I bet you someone will be like, I saw swipe your sign.
But that's the annoying thing is that like
They
it
keep
doesn't
it in the back of their mind.
Yeah,
I want it right now. I want to go viral right now for good things, and I want to
I
see.
would like to buy a house. So just...
my house.
Email me now.
Yeah, just email me now.
Email me now. Do
Talk
you know what I
about
mean?
the
Like,
work that you want to do now.
This is what happens. Like people have seen it. People have seen you. People have seen you.
Yeah, but
do you know what I
people
mean?
have seen you.
People have seen you because because your name will come up in conversations where you're not in the room and then be like, oh, I saw Talia on the show and I wonder what she's doing now. Come and ask me what I'm doing.
Yeah,
if
no,
you have an
I get
opportunity
it.
for me, come and let's talk.
Even at City Splash, like this weekend, like loads of people in that rain, loads of people came up to me. Oh my gosh, I love you. Whether it talk about DJing or like the show. Oh, you and your mum are great, and I was like, that does feel really nice.
It does, yeah.
But there's something more that I want, and it's because I want to work. I want to do my thing, whatever that craft is.
Yeah.
I'm just like, come on now. I want my emails to be inundated, floods.
Popping. Yeah, but
I
we still
say
having
that
to
soon
hustle.
come. Yeah, and I'm just like,
continuously hustle.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm just giving 9 to 5 soon.
Oh, it's giving 9 to 5.
It's giving
I'm going
9
back
to 5 soon.
As soon as possible, and this life is going to be a hobby. That's what I've decided.
I'm gonna dap in and out.
It's not sustainable.
Yeah.
Not at this stage anyway.
It's not. It's really not. But then you get like an amazing opportunity, amazing gig.
It's not frequent.
It's not
frequent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like your bank account is just like
Listen,
tumbleweed.
We're just not at that point. And the thing is, we're black women.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're black women, and it's just like everything is like. Okay, like Shits and Gigs, yeah. What they've done is fucking amazing. They've got a podcast that's sold at the O2.
The O2.
Arena. The O2. It doesn't matter whether you like their content or not. You cannot take away from the fact
Yeah.
They did that shit.
they did that. Do you know what I'm saying? But then when I look at content, like especially podcasts that I like, that I think are doing amazing things and who are really having really important discussions, but then maybe they mix it with banter and stuff like that, that could also do the O2, is that Receipts. I'm thinking, I would have thought Receipts would have done a Shits and Gigs before Shits and Gigs done O2.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, again, this is no shade to what Shits and Gigs do, but their content is not. I don't take anything away from it.
It's all that entertainment stuff. It's even with the same with like it's influencer stuff. Like even what you see on TV these days in terms of like TV shows, it's all influencers that they're paying to do TV shows instead of
instead of actual
TV.
people that have trained in this, went to
Like-
uni and done this stuff. Yeah,
It's really entertainment based.
But
But
then
the reason why I use Shits and Gigs and Receipts is because they're men. They're men. The Receipts, I don't know, the Receipts are grinded. Again, that doesn't mean that Shits and Gigs don't grind and do what they want to do. But like when I see the caliber of guests that Receipts are having, like the topics that they're having,
talking
and
about.
like that is what I would expect. And I just know if it was two men doing what the Receipts do, they would have sold that O2 three times.
Yeah.
Do you know
There's
what I'm
something
saying?
about like men always have a big following. There was even that other podcast where it was 3 of them. I think they've disbanded now. Yep, disbanded now. And they women like they had a huge female fan base. Huge.
So whose fault is this?
Because women are the consumers as well.
Yeah, women are the consumers.
Apparently, at the live show, it was mainly women.
Mainly
there.
women.
Like women are actually the consumers. But I guess Maybe they fancy them, I don't know.
That's always the case though, is with the other podcasts
Yeah.
as well. They fancy them.
Maybe that's what it is. 'Cause
Yeah.
honestly, like I think
There's not. What more can we do?
Mm.
What more can we do?
What
That's
more can
crazy.
we do? We are, you know, black and queer. Obviously, I found out that. Shout out to the people who were screenshotting my circle tweets and putting it in the GWAP group chat. Hold tight, use.
Sorry, what?
Oh, this is a new development.
We'll talk about it later. Like, you know, and we're cool with them, by the way. But it's just little things like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just little things like that. People who are meant to be in your corner turn around being ops and blocking you from blessings. It's those people. So the person who screenshots my tweets, my ancestors are coming for you. I've already spoken to my ancestors and nothing will be well with you. Period.
Ew.
So, and it's just, yeah, I don't know. We always talk about this in the podcast, like, you know, opportunities. Pride Month is coming. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, because you already said that you have more opportunities
in another country.
Yeah,
she's gonna be in New York. We're losing her to Pride because you can't book her. And with us, like, again, let's see what the biggest black queer podcast in the UK can get in Pride Month.
Yeah, we'll see.
But also, it should have been coming in. Like, that's crazy.
Have we?
No.
I don't think we've had anything.
It should
It's Pride next week.
No, it's this week. Oh. The 1st of June is Saturday.
Oh, well,
Oh,
yeah.
Crazy.
We ain't seen nothing. But I know that our white queer counterparts, I know that the queer identifying men, they've probably signed their contracts and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
But like us,
Long day.
Because even when you said you went to something recently, and I think you did, I don't know what you did, was it a campaign or something, and there was other queer people, white people, and you said they were booked and busy.
Oh, what did I go to recently?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
You said they were booked and busy.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not just making these things up. Like, we actually seen it happen. So
Yeah. I thought they might be lying though, because I've on their Instagrams. I'm like, no shade, but we've got like 1K followers.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
Well, how are you
sometimes
booked and busy for Pride Month? What are you
But
doing?
who you know?
Matters about,
Who you know?
Because sometimes they don't even matter about that, because they will tell you.
And who you're rubbing
Yeah,
shoulders
fronts
it's
with.
true.
Yeah, I was gonna say shoulders, but
Yeah, it's even true. There's just so many. I don't know why. I don't want to sound like a broken record on the podcast, always talking about why we miss out from opportunities and like why we always get the crumbs and stuff like that. But it is frustrating. That's why the podcast is never going to be a hobby for me. I'm leaving the game.
I don't know what it's been for me. If it's a hobby or I don't necessarily think. Good luck. It can't be a hobby. So that's just too much work that goes into this.
I know it's a lot of work.
You're like,
nope.
It is a lot of work, but I've got a lifestyle to live.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's what it is. Like, I'm really trying to do champagne lifestyle, but right now, Ribena money is the only thing that I have.
Sorry. It's not even Ribena's Robinsons. It's not even Ribena.
Kiora.
No, you're absolutely right, guys. You're absolutely right.
But
Like,
also, we're bougie.
No, we're
don't
too
get
much.
twisted.
Too much.
Like I saw one weekend. I was saying to you, there's these Louis Vuitton clogs that weekend. Yeah,
They're nice.
And they're nice, but like everyone just saw one person of them, and that weekend they all decided to buy them. So I went on the internet to see how much they were. They were £900. I'm just decided to go buy £900 Louis Vuitton clogs because I feel like it on the day. Do you know what I'm saying? So but these are our peers. These are all people that are our peers. But because we are black and we are masculine and we're queer, we can't buy the clog.
I'm even gonna slap dark skin onto my one as well. So like,
There's another layer that's in there too. So I'm gonna just.
All we want is the clogs.
Just the clog.
We just want the
Just
clog.
give me the clog.
And I also noticed that you do get these opportunities after you complain. I don't have to complain and get the opportunities.
Because it just feels like you got it because you complain.
Yeah.
I want to get it because you feel like I'm valuable. Like I deserve this.
Yeah,
Do you know what
you
I
have
mean?
to call people out. Like, for example, at the moment, Tanya has been like calling people out on
I've
Instagram.
seen, yeah.
And I think on TikTok as well. I've seen it on
Tanya
Instagram.
Campus.
And like Tanya's just been like, you know, pride companies do better. Da, 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 da. But the thing is, I know they're going to contact her because she posted that. They're going to contact her because she said, "Oh, do better. Da, 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 add these people. Da, da, da." And then at the end of it, she's like, "My emails is open." They're going to because they're going to be like, "Oh shit, we missed the mark. So let me hit her up," kind of thing. But people shouldn't have to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? People should have to do that. You should just recognize for people what their talents are, and include them because of that. But
And stop holding money back. You see, when people do this, like, it's not your father's company. You don't need to be like, do you know what I mean? Like, you
just
don't
free it up,
just free
man.
up the
Free up
things,
the
man.
money.
Fucking
but yeah,
hell.
again, I don't want to seem like a broken record, so let's just thank you.
On a lighter note, guys, look at my nails.
I love your nails. I always like them. I'm a nail babe.
Nice and long.
Nice and long.
Listen, 2 days ago, I was in the trenches and they were short. And I said, I'm not coming on this podcast.
Oh, yeah, you can't bring that to this podcast.
With the nails that I had. I already got dragged through that mud. I said, nah.
Yeah.
I said so.
Yeah, so well done. They look amazing.
Thank
Did you
you.
enjoy City Splash, by the way?
City Splash was really good. I've heard mixed things about it, but I was with cool people and I saw great people.
I'm going to go on record and say that it was not the vibe.
Oh,
And I think that the mud.
oh
really
no, the mud
spoiled.
ruined it.
Yeah,
Like
it really
spoiled
did.
it.
It
Like
spoiled
that
it.
was ridiculous. But when I was there, I was like, I think it's because the outfit I had on as well. My shoes were ruined. Cool. The jeans were ruined. They're old jeans. But I was like, I can't focus on that. And also, I didn't fall. If I'd fallen, it'd have been different.
Going home if I had fallen. Absolutely not.
But it was like the mud was disgusting. But I just think I'm with my peoples. Enjoy. I can't think of that because I'm actually stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
So
Because I saw like Beanie Man performance. I know people was really moving.
no, because you couldn't move.
Yeah,
You're
no, but I
literally
think the
sinking.
mud did like put a downer on people.
No, 100%. Like you couldn't. My feet were sinking into the ground.
People's shoes were getting stuck in the mud.
There was times where
People
my foot
slipping.
would go in and my shoe would nearly come off. Like it was that bad.
I saw a man's Air Force One. His foot come out of the Air Force One, and he held on to Adobe so he could put his foot back in the Air Force One. I said, tie your shoelaces. You
But
doing?
you know what though? When I went camping, when I went to my retreat thing at the beginning of the year, it was muddy like that too, and I had Dr. Martens on.
Yeah, but no one was prepared for that. People had their toes out.
Do you know what?
People have slippers on.
Yeah. I still see. Why did they have slippers on?
Anyway, in the first place.
Because I saw the weather forecast last week, and it said rain.
Yeah, but it didn't say like that though. That's just
Apparently, Brockwell Park is known for being. But if you're from the area, you're bad man for that.
But do you know what?
Do you know what? It's known.
Honey and She went the day before to the other festival.
Was it at Brockwell Park?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said it was completely. It was not like that.
No,
then it
it
rains.
all happened there and then. It was unfolding in front of us.
But the thing is, even before I should have told you guys because my cousin got there a bit early because she had a before 2 p.m. ticket. Yeah. And she was showing it going
No,
live.
I saw mud. Do you know what? They did say it on the flyer. They said mud, but I didn't expect it to be
That was ridiculous. I didn't know there was that much mud on the like. I was like, where is the grass? Like,
Do you know what? We go to look. We dress our best when we go to stuff
look
like that.
out, yeah.
The Glastonburys and the Park Lives and stuff
That's
where it's
nutty.
muddy and you have to wee and absolutely not.
That's
It's not for me.
bath.
It's not for me.
Yeah, she might
Yeah.
not be there for
yeah,
it.
I tell you. But I was looking at some TikTok and it was like, apparently you can prepare the floor for that.
I don't know why they didn't do that.
And
why
they
can't
didn't-
you? Yeah, but why can't you?
We didn't
sort
have
it
time
out?
because it was the day before.
But it's
they
like,
have
but
it's-
no,
we're
it
in
was
England.
It was more of a it's an England thing.
Yeah, because
You should have-
for that either.
Yeah, we can never do anything at extremes. Nothing, but I did enjoy it. Nothing's gonna beat the first time I went was like 2-3 years ago. But I'm back there on Saturday for Hoopla.
Oh yeah.
Might Hoopla both days. I just hope it don't like.
Hopefully it don't rain
Because
you're gonna have the same.
Do you know Might Hoopla's not queer? You know,
Is it not?
Might Hoopla's a pop festival.
Actually, it makes it my brother's girlfriend. Actually, so it makes
It's
sense.
actually a pop because I'm always like but just the queers, the gays dominate
Yeah.
it. So yeah, it is. But I'm looking forward to it. My set, me and Malika Green, slick and thick,
Nice.
When is it?
doing thing. Saturday and Sunday.
I mean, I would come, but I just know I'll be there just for your one set.
No,
think
but
my
you have
people is
to.
a
You
bit
have to change your mindset. Once you change your mindset, you have a great time.
Do you know what?
'Cause
Remember
last year,
we went to that
Kelly
festival
Rowland
last
was
year?
there.
Yeah, that's my brother's girlfriend went last
Yeah.
year. Remember last year we went to the body movements?
Exactly.
Actually.
What did we? That was really
looks like
fun. Oh.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Okay, just checking because you know I don't remember stuff. I need a point of reference. It was a long time ago.
Yeah. What? I saw her. Did I say she came to the apartment?
Oh my god, can we talk about this after?
But yeah, she
That was last year.
Yeah, remember I was on
hell,
Instagram
time
saying
has-
I need to look.
Yeah, you need an alternative.
You walked Dr. Myers, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been with Dr. Myers festival since.
That was a fun time though.
We had fun,
Yeah, it
but
was
that
great
wasn't
time.
usually my usual scene.
No, 100%.
But we had
But
fun.
that's because it was me, Donnie, Mark, playing
there was
like
enough DJs
yeah.
that I could have enjoyed in the one room.
because we did. We did see
Fire Dread.
Fire Dread on the other side. Yeah.
We did
was
do
good.
The Dr. Martin sides. Yeah, we did do that. But yeah, we went to where black DJs were.
Yeah,
clearly.
basically.
Yeah, clearly. But I wouldn't have usually gone to body movements.
That was fun. I love it. It's just like we just got in. We just got
I
marked in front
know,
of
we
us.
forget the mics right here, just gossiping away. And who's DJ? Who's
Me and Malika Green.
You haven't looked at the lineup.
Oh, and no, what? No, because I'm. But shout out Shafia, who is one of my students from Red Line and DJ School that is playing at.
Is it?
Congratulations, Shafia.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, that's nice.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about if people are interested in DJing?
The DJ school is closed for a moment. I'm just focusing on festival season. I'm focusing on my skill, my craft. I do want to take it to a different place. I actually want to go into schools and start teaching music in that way from younger, introducing, mixing and blending and all that. Creating the next DJs of the world. But what I'm bringing back is a damn podcast. That is what is coming back.
Podcast in the last time.
Podcast is I haven't updated uploaded any episodes because we're just doing a refresh. But I've been talking. I've got DJs. It's coming back.
I love that.
Listen, podcasting is hard.
Listen,
People think it's easy. If people think you can just pick up a mic and you're gonna blow over into.
you know what? I wish we could go back to just audio though.
Oh really?
Because if this is just a selfish reason,
But you could.
There are a lot of podcasts who want just audio, but
Do they blow? Name me them.
Define blow.
Are they shits
no
and
one's
gigs?
blowing.
Are they send that
Shits are the
O2s?
only ones who are shits.
Yeah. No one is blowing like shits and gigs.
But yeah, if it was just audio, then I'd just be able to go back and do my thing and not have to think about social media and stuff. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should be original, be a leader. No.
Do you know what it is about podcasting? Yeah, is you need TikTok.
But you
need
can't
TikTok.
do TikTok audio.
Yeah, unless you want to do like little. Get all creative with the snips.
Yeah,
You ain't got time for that. You might
like
just
what
do
like
audio.
Pastor Meerkat's doing there.
Yeah. You might as well just do clips. So unless you've got like your viral content for TikTok, unless you've got your, because that's where we get all of our new listeners from, TikTok.
Yeah, that's true.
And for the past couple of weeks, we haven't been uploading the TikTok, and I just know it's been stagnant. You need TikTok.
Soon come.
Yeah.
Hopefully this episode will blow everyone out of the water. I love you guys, man. Thank you.
Love you too, babes.
This has been a nice long one, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, guys. Make sure you use the hashtag #2T's podcast and conversation on Twitter. Make sure you follow Talia on all social media accounts. That's Talia A _ darling. And make sure you rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We actually have something special coming for you guys in the next few weeks.
We do. Yar.
Actually, it starts this week.
Does it?
Well,
when we're recorded this week. It's going to come out next week.
It could come out in the same week as this episode.
Yeah.
We have. Shall I tell them? We have.
It better come out.
A bonus. It has to come out now.
Yeah, we have a bonus episode.
For the next couple of weeks, we're going to have 2 episodes a week.
Okay.
Watch this space. Yeah. Make sure...
I was like, what did they talk about? What the hell is a bonus?
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
We're going to have 2 episodes this week for the next couple of weeks. So watch this space. Till next week. Peace to you.
Peace.